Hey Leo, I'm back with your cards, so let's get started. The first card that you received, the underlying theme or the overarching energy for the month, is the Four of Swords upright. The Four speaks to the fourth house, and that's where the sun is starting out at the beginning of the month. The fourth house is home and family. Home is where you live or where you consider home to be. Family is your parents or people you consider to be your parents, or people that you share your home with, your spouse, your partner, your children, your fur babies, roommates, anything like that. Also speaks to roots and foundations. The swords deal with mental faculties and thoughts, air signs. The air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We've got Mars moving into Aquarius on the 9th and 10th. So this could also be speaking to that as well. This card, just as itself, symbolic, or for me, whenever I see it, I think of it as the minor arcana death card. It does not mean somebody will die. There is a lot of health energy, work and health energy, or day-to-day minutia of things, if you will. It could be the death of one of those situations, be it work, be it bed rest because of your health, or someone that you are close to in your family sector. The person that's on bed rest may be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. If not that, the fourth house is ruled by Cancer. It may involve somebody that has Cancerian placements. It can be their sun, their moon, or their rising sign. The only other thing I could think of that it would qualify or classify with as well would be a Scorpio, because the sun is starting out in the fourth house. So that's the information about this card that I can share with you. But it's bed rest. It's being tired. It's, like I said, the minor arcana death card for me, because, this is a sarcophagus. It could be that you need to get more rest. It could be that you're feeling tired as well. So that's the Four of Swords. The first of the top three for clarity that you got was the Seven of Wands. This is defending your ground, defending your stance, defending your position, and it's a heated argument. It looks like this would probably be a face-to-face type situation. It can be online because you don't see the other individuals on the end of this stick, but I just see it as poking at this guy right here. The 7 represents the Libra ruled house of your partnerships, and your relationships, business, intimate, that sort of thing. Open enemies. This card very much looks like, you're dealing with people who are open enemies, or you're learning about who your open enemies are. The wands represent fire sign energy. The fire signs are Aries, you, Leo, and Sagittarius. You're going to have Mercury moving into Sagittarius. You may be dealing with arguments in your social life, possibly about the election. I know, right? Shocker. I say don't discuss politics amongst family or friends, because it only pisses people off, and you're not going to change anybody's mind. You're not. They've got to come to it themselves. The best you can do is inform. And some people even get irritated by people informing. But this is an argumentative card, the Seven of Wands. Defending yourself, defending your ground, defending your territory, defending your stance. Feeling attacked is another way of interpreting the card as well. The middle card is a major arcana, and it's in the upright, so that's wonderful. It's the World card. When I see this card, the very first thing I think of is the internet, because of the World Wide Web. You're getting different ideas from different corners of the globe. This is the 21st card of the major arcana. 2 + 1 is 3. You've got Jupiter in your 3rd house. The 3rd house is the house of your communication. It's your short distance journeys. It deals with your siblings, your cousins, and your neighbors. Now, the World card, it's funny how, it breaks down to the 3. I see this as a communicative card. I really see it as the internet or dealing with electronic communications. The World as a major arcana card represents the planet Saturn. And that's structure, limitation, containment, restraint. I don't have it written down on my notes, but going off of memory and just trying to, I know that Saturn right now is in Sagittarius. That's Sagittarius first house. So that would make 12 for Scorpio, 11 for Libra, 10 for Virgo, 9 for Leo. So I think, don't quote me on this, go back and look at other videos to make sure, because Saturn is not a super fast moving planet. I want to say it's your 9th house. The 9th house is the Sagittarius ruled house of your long distance trips, adventures, your higher education. It's the study of philosophy, religion, astrology, foreign languages. It involves foreign people, foreign places, foreign things. It covers legal system matters and politics. So you may be getting in arguments over the election on the internet. Which, I mean, shocker, right? It could also feel like the world is opening up to you. All three of the cards, the top 3 cards for clarity, have blue background in them, which for me is a highly emotional color. It's the color of water, so that makes me think of water signs, but it also is, tears, feeling blue, feeling sad, that sort of thing. That's how I interpret it. So we've got the 7, feeling attacked. We've got 21, the world, feeling like it's opening up to you, possibly doing some long distance trips. The last card is the 8 of Cups. The 8 represents the Scorpio ruled house of life, death, rebirth, your instincts, your sexuality, other people's money, transformation, metamorphosis, and regeneration. I feel like this guy in the card picture is you. You're a fire sign. This guy is cloaked in red. You're turning your back, or someone close to you is turning their back on something that they have put a lot of work into. But for whatever reason, it's not yielding the way that they wanted. It's not going the way that they wanted. The cups represent the water signs for me. The water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. The cups, for me, represent it's like a container. Obviously, it's a cup, but it's what fills you up. It's what sustains you and makes you feel whole. It's the shit you care about. I mean, you care about a lot of things, but this is the stuff. This is the gooey center of you. If somebody messes with your cups, that's your relationships, your partnerships. That's what you really truly you care about, and it fills you up. It makes you feel whole. We've got Neptune going direct in Pisces in the 8th house. So, Leo, if you are dealing with any addictions, I would say especially around sex, or obsessions dealing with other people's money, now is a good time to start trying to release that, so you aren't chained to it or shackled to it. But the guy in the 8 of Cups is walking away from what has been what feels like a not so happy situation, where I'm seeing it as like, leaving a bad work situation, leaving a bad relationship situation. It's like reevaluation and cutting ties with things that aren't really doing anything for you. They take more from you than they give to you. I think that's the best way to put it. Now, I did the math on the numerology for the cards and how I read them. So we've got the 7 of Wands, we've got 21 for the world, we've got 8 of Cups, and 4 of Swords. This totals up to be 40. 4 plus 0 is 4, and that is where the sun is starting out in Scorpio. So, it could feel like a really emotional month for you because of all this blue, all this water energy that I'm feeling. You may feel contained. You may feel limited. You may feel restricted. Understand that this too shall pass. Watch what you say and how you say it in your partnerships, though, because it could be that you are either feeling defensive or feeling attacked. And either way, when those feelings come around, the other party in that communication situation is going to do the equal and opposite reaction of what you're doing. So to avoid a powder keg situation, just be cool, calm, and collected, which is difficult. I know you're a Leo. I've got an Aries sun. It's hard to be cool, calm, and collected sometimes when somebody hits that right trigger button. But one of the best things you can do is what I started doing, and I still try to remind myself, is I'm not going to allow this person to dictate my reaction. Some of the best stuff I ever stumbled upon was, I refuse to allow this person to dictate my response in this situation. I refuse to let this situation dictate my actions. I refuse to let ... So, that's just me being a stubborn Aries with a Taurus moon and a Scorpio rising. That's how I see the world. You don't have to see it through my lens. You've got your own, but just trying to give you some perspective. All right, Leo. So, the 4 plus 0 is 4. That's the home and family sector. You may be feeling defensive in home and family. And I don't want to put it out there like that, but looking at it overall as well, it looks like this could also be dealing with somebody who has been fighting for their health in a extended health situation where it's been this could be a death. But it doesn't look like something that is like a shock. It's like they've been in poor health. The reason I have a friend who is a triple Leo, and she was just recently diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. I'm learning a lot about people's stuff right now. I'm learning about life through other people's situations. I know of 3 different individuals who are facing cancer battles that have found out about it in the last 2 to 3 months. And I'm seeing it be something like this, where they've been fighting for a long time. And I mean, with the world being upright, it's like they're trying to contain it, and it can't be contained, or won't be contained, or it comes back. Another way that I see this is that they're fighting, and then with this 4 of Swords down here, it's mirroring the world. It's like they're being liberated, and that liberation is from the physical body. That could be for just one person. I don't want to be a fearmonger, but I do believe in giving you what I see. I don't like to sugarcoat things because that's just how I roll. I would prefer to know the truth than to have somebody tiptoe around it. If this situation involves a loved one of yours and they are in bad health, I am so sorry for you. My heart goes out to you. The helplessness that you feel when someone that you love is ill and there's nothing you can do is something I've dealt with personally, and it's not been anything like cancer, but it reminds you just how human you are. I I send you love and healing energy if that is the case that you're going through. So, let me move on to the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck cards that I pulled for you. And I mentioned earlier during the shuffle portion that when I was shuffling the cards kind of off to the side, but doing it while recording, that there were 2 cards that seemed to just keep showing themselves to me whenever I would split the deck to do another shuffle. And these were the 2 cards that kept staring at me. So let's talk about them. The first is Diving for Light. It is a number 11 card. The 11th card is ruled by Aquarius, and that is where the house of your friends, your groups, your wishes, your future dreams, your future goals, your bucket list. It's the memberships and associations and the teams that you belong to. You could be experiencing this in that sector, in your friend sector. You could be experiencing this in your home sector. You could be experiencing this with your children, God forbid, or your fur babies. Nonetheless, love is strong, and it hurts when those that you love are hurting. I want you to... This card has shown up at least one other time for another sign. I can't remember who it was, but I want you to look up what the seahorse symbology means. I think it was Aries that this fell for. Aries may be important to you as well. You may want to go watch that video because of this synchronistic link. But yeah, look up the seahorse symbology because it's very strong in this card. She's underwater. And when I think of underwater, I think of being flooded by emotion. That's the house of not home and health. That's the house of work and health, or the competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. It's also the daily minutia, and I don't really say that much. I need to start doing that more. But Diving for Light, this card, when I see it, especially after this spread, is that there can be no light without darkness. And that this is a time of spiritual testing. That we need to try to embrace compassion, kindness, and love, because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Be alert to criticisms. Only take criticism that is constructive. Now, for construction to happen, sometimes there has to be destruction. If they tear you down to build you up, that's one thing. If they tear you down to build themselves up, that is something entirely different, and that's what you need to reject. Also, pay attention to the sabotage. It can be self-sabotage, or it can be sabotage from someone else. But pay attention to the sabotage in your world, on your path to your goals. Also, get some more green in your diet, because you've got a lot of 6th house energy. Just make sure you got some greens going on in your diet. Green leafy vegetables. I normally don't say that when I see this card, but because of your placements, it feels very right to insist that you do that, because we've got the seaweed. You really can't see the detailing under this lighting, but there's like little sprigs of seaweed kind of floating up around her. The second card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck is Dream a Beautiful Dream. And this is a picture of the globe, and it looks like it's going through an ascension process. This is a picture of our planet right here. Dream a Beautiful Dream is the 19th card of the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. 1 + 9 is 10. This is where we focus on your career, your status, your reputation, your destiny, and dealing with authorities. Authorities in your world, authority figures, and authorities in their field. or experts. This card indicates that you need to be aware of the small-minded and the superficial, and don't allow them to influence your decisions. This is also a card that, when I see it, I feel like we're all together. I literally hear the 1980s song, We Are the World, in the back of my head when I see this song. And if you don't know what that song is, please go look it up. Find the lyrics, read them. Your expectations need to be examined as well. They say, and I happen to be somebody who believes in this, but they say that expectation is the root of all heartache. The minute you let go of your expectations, it frees you and it frees the other person from a lot of hurt. Don't force your hand in the situation. Don't force others' hand in the situation. Don't try to control the situation, whatever it is that's playing out. It would not be in your best interest. If you stay on the light side of things and embrace the light, embrace the compassion and the kindness and love that the Diving for Light card suggests, then you will be a positive influence to others around you, and that may be exactly what they need. We've got a picture of the world, and we've got the world card right here as well. You know, we may be dealing with some geophysical stuff, or I don't know. It's weird that the world would show up twice here as well. It could feel like your world has been rocked in some way, or that your world is upside down, even though the world card didn't show up in reverse. You could feel like the situation has thrown you for a loop. Okay. And I think that these are perfect for what's going on. Concentration and routine. What I think when I see these two cards together is that you need to concentrate on your routine. That things maybe have gotten out of hand for you a little bit. And it would help you mentally to clear up a lot of things if you are back on your routine. If you haven't, like, daylight savings time is fixing to come to an end. We're fixing to fall back. And that can throw people off their routine. So try to concentrate and be cognizant and aware of what's going on around you and try to stick to those routines. Concentration reads, every worthwhile achievement in life depends on cultivating the power of concentration. The more intently you are able to focus your attention on one thing, the more likely you are to be successful in your ambitions. It may take a great deal of practice to develop your power of concentration to the extent where you can use it to solve problems. But until then, consider the following. My mind is empty of extraneous thoughts. I am focusing on a single captivating object. My attention will remain on that object for a long time, and despite of disturbances. A well-developed power of concentration will help me to solve problems. Aries rules the head. I talked about Aries earlier. You may be dealing with a headache or migraine issues or someone who is dealing with that sort of stuff. Just going off of what I'm seeing in the picture. I give y'all what I hear or what I feel. Routine. Now, I don't know why they have colored pencils as a picture for routine. But that's what they chose. The card reads, a good morning routine reduces stress and encourages clear, sharp thinking throughout the day. Regular evening meditation will allow you to relax and clear your mind after working hours. Each day is a new beginning, so focusing on the calm at the start and end of the day will give you peace of mind and improve the quality of your sleep. Regular meditation should be an essential part of each day, and if it's not, you should strive to make it be. It doesn't have to be 3 hours, just 20 minutes of calming yourself. Consider the following, Leo. I am focused and empowered. My breath is energizing in my body and exhaling any tension I feel. I am in the moment and can clear my mind of all thoughts. The outside world can wait for now. Well, Leo, that was a lot deeper message than I considered or figured that it would be. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you already have, I thank you from the bottom of my very grateful heart.